Imagine a mysterious woman who ate raw meat straight from the hunt, blood dripping down her chin, and even wild wolves followed her like dogs. The nomadic tribe could not believe their eyes. Her name was Kaya, and the reason she only ate raw food left everyone completely speechless. Long ago, across the vast steppes, where grass stretched to the horizon, there was a nomadic tribe. The tribe had many yurts made of felt and wood. People lived there with their families, moving with the seasons. They herded sheep, goats, and horses across the plains. Every day the men went to hunt or tend the animals. The women prepared food over campfires and told stories to the children under the endless sky. The tribe was called the Silver Wind People. They were happy. They sang songs around fires and danced under the stars. But one morning, a strange woman appeared at the edge of their camp. Her name was Kaya. She was tall and striking, with sun-darkened skin and hair like midnight. Her eyes were pale gray, almost silver, like a wolf's eyes. She wore rough leather clothing and carried a worn leather pack. Kaya didn't talk much. She nodded at everyone but kept her distance. The nomads were kind to her. They gave her a small yurt to sleep in. "Welcome to our camp," said the elder. His name was Old Mikhail. He was weathered and wise, with a long gray beard. "You can stay here, but tell us, where do you come from?" Kaya looked down. "I come from far away," she said in a quiet voice, "from the northern mountains." She didn't say more. The tribe wanted to know her story, but they didn't press too hard. Among wandering people, you respect a traveler's silence at first. Soon, the people noticed something very strange about Kaya. She didn't eat cooked food. Never. Every day she went out to the grasslands and foraged. She ate wild berries, roots, and herbs. She ate them raw, dirt and all. She picked mushrooms and ate them fresh from the ground. No fire, no pot, no stew. The women in the tribe cooked big meals. They made hearty soups with mutton and vegetables. They baked flatbread on hot stones. The smell was wonderful. It made everyone hungry. But Kaya said, "No, thank you." She said, "I only eat raw food." The women exchanged glances. "Why?" asked one woman named Maria. She was round-faced and always smiling. "Cooked food is better. It's warm and fills your belly." Kaya smiled slightly. "Raw food is good for me," she said. "It gives me strength." But she didn't explain why. The children watched her. They followed her into the grasslands. "Kaya, why no fire?" asked a small boy named Anders. He was 7 years old and very curious. Kaya knelt down. "Fire is hot," she said. "It changes things. I like things as they are." Anders ran back to tell his friends. "She's magic," he said. The children whispered. Was Kaya a spirit woman? A shapeshifter? But she was kind. She helped the old people carry water. She played with the children and taught them tracking skills from the wilderness. One evening, the tribe sat around a great fire. They told stories. Old Mikhail started. "Long ago, there was a wolf who spoke to the wind." Everyone listened. Then it was Kaya's turn. "Tell us a story," said Maria. Kaya nodded. "All right. In the northern mountains, there is a spring that sings. One day, a girl went to the spring. She drank the water, but the water was enchanted. It made her see into the souls of animals." The tribe leaned closer. "What happened next?" asked Anders. Kaya paused. "That's for another night." The people wanted more, but she stood up and went to her yurt. That night, strange things happened. The animals near camp made unusual sounds. Horses whinnied nervously. Birds flew in confused circles. The tribe woke up. "What is that?" said Old Mikhail. In the morning, they found large paw prints near Kaya's yurt. Wolf prints, but no wolf had entered the camp. "Kaya, did you hear the noises?" asked Maria. "Yes," said Kaya. "The wilderness speaks at night." She ate a handful of raw wild onions and smiled. The tribe was confused. Why the tracks? Why the noises? And why only raw food? Little did they know the blood-dripping meat and wolf companion were coming soon. Days passed. Kaya became part of the camp, but the mystery grew. One day, a hunter named Joseph went into the hills. He saw Kaya sitting with a large fox. The fox didn't run. It sat beside her like a pet. Joseph hurried back. "Kaya talks to foxes," he told everyone. The tribe gathered. "We must ask her. Why does she only eat raw food? What is her secret?" They went to her yurt. "Kaya," said the elder, "tell us the truth. Why no cooked food?" Kaya looked sad. Her eyes filled with tears. "It's a long story," she said, "from my past. If I tell you, you'll be shocked." The people said, "Tell us, we want to know." Kaya took a deep breath. "Okay, it started when I was a child. In the mountains there was a spirit." Suddenly, a loud howl came from the hills. The ground seemed to tremble. Everyone turned. A large shadow moved across the grassland. "What is that?" cried Anders. Kaya stood up. "It's coming," she whispered. "The reason, it's here." The tribe froze. What was coming? Why was Kaya frightened? They waited, hearts pounding. The loud howl came again. It was deep and powerful, like thunder rolling across the plains. The tribe stepped back. Children hid behind their mothers. Old Mikhail gripped his walking staff tight. "Stay calm," he said. "We are many. Nothing can harm us." Kaya didn't step back. She stood still, watching the grassland. Her face wasn't scared. It was sad. "Don't fear," she said quietly. "It won't hurt you." From beyond the camp, a massive wolf emerged slowly. It was the biggest wolf anyone had ever seen. Its fur was gray and silver. Its eyes were ice blue like winter sky. The wolf stopped at the edge of camp. It looked at the people. No one ran, no one spoke. The wolf sat down like a giant dog. Then something very strange happened. The wolf looked only at Kaya. Kaya walked toward it slowly. She didn't run, she didn't shout. She approached and touched its head. The wolf closed its eyes and made a soft rumbling sound, like a dog when it's content. The tribe's mouths fell open. "She touches a wolf," whispered Maria, "and it doesn't attack her." Anders's eyes were huge. "Kaya, how?" he asked in a tiny voice. Kaya turned to the people. The wolf stayed by her.
"This is Fenris," she said. "He's my companion. He came because he sensed me speaking of my past. He wants to protect me." Old Mikhail found his voice. "A wolf is your companion? And you eat only raw food? Even meat?" "Yes, now the truth comes out more." The people saw it with their own eyes. One day, Joseph the hunter brought fresh venison from the hills. He butchered the meat and gave portions to the women to cook, but he gave one large piece to Kaya to be kind. Kaya thanked him. Then, right there, in front of everyone, she ate the meat raw. Red blood ran down her chin. She bit large pieces and chewed slowly. She looked strong and satisfied. No knife, no fire, just her teeth. The children gasped at first. The women looked away. "Ah, raw meat," said Maria. "How can she?" But Kaya didn't get sick. She was stronger than the hunters. She could run fast like the wind. She could carry heavy water barrels with one arm, and now a wolf followed her like a loyal dog. That same week, fishermen brought trout from the river. They gave Kaya a fresh fish. It was still moving. Kaya took it. She bit into it raw, scales and all. She ate the eyes, the head, everything. The bones made a crunching sound. She smiled. "This is good," she said, "fresh from the water, full of life." The tribe talked all night. "She eats raw meat, raw fish, raw everything, and animals love her? What is she?" Some said she was a spirit woman, some said she was blessed by ancient gods, some were afraid. Maybe she's half beast, said one old woman. But Kaya was always kind. She helped with chores, she carried sick people to the healer's yurt, she told beautiful stories. And Fenris the wolf never hurt anyone. He slept outside her yurt. Foxes brought her small prey. Birds landed on her shoulder. Even wild hares came close without fear. One night, the moon was full and bright. The tribe had a great fire again. Everyone sat around it. Fenris lay next to Kaya like a guardian. Old Mikhail spoke. Kaya, we've seen many strange things. You eat raw food only. Animals follow you. A wolf loves you. Please tell us your story now. Why do you eat like this? What happened in your past? Kaya looked at the flames. Her eyes glistened. Fenris rested his massive head on her leg. She stroked his fur. It started many years ago, she began. I was a small girl, only 8 winters old. My family was part of a mountain tribe far to the north. One day, I went to explore alone. I found a hidden spring. No one knew that spring existed. It was covered by ancient trees and moss. I was thirsty. I drank the water. But the water wasn't ordinary. It was enchanted water from the old spirits. When I drank it, my body changed. I couldn't eat cooked food anymore. Fire food made me violently ill. It burned inside me like poison. But raw food, raw meat, raw fish, raw plants, everything fresh gave me power. And the animals, they sensed the spirit in me. They knew I was now part of the wilderness. They became my family. The tribe listened. No one spoke. Anders leaned forward. And the wolf? He asked. Kaya smiled faintly. Fenris found me when I was lost after drinking the water. I was alone and terrified. He protected me. He brought me food, raw food. We grew up together. Maria asked softly, but why did the enchanted water choose you? Kaya looked down. That's the real secret. There's more. Something terrible happened because of me. That's why I ran away. That's why I came here. Suddenly, the horses in the camp started neighing loudly. Far in the hills, there was another sound. Not a howl. It was like weeping, a deep, mournful cry. Fenris stood up fast. His hackles rose. He growled low in his chest. Kaya stood too. Her face went pale. No, she whispered. It can't be. What is it? Asked old Mikhail. The thing I ran from, said Kaya. It has found me. The real reason I only eat raw food. It's coming now. The cry came again, closer. The grass bent as something moved through it. Something large was approaching the camp. Everyone held their breath. What was coming this time? The mournful cry came again. This time it was very close. The grass moved violently. Dust rose. The horses pulled at their tethers. Even Fenris the wolf stepped back. His ears flattened. He growled deep in his chest. Kaya stood in front of the tribe. Her hands trembled. Stay behind me, she said. Don't run. Don't shout. Old Mikhail held his staff high. We're with you, Kaya. Tell us what it is. From the darkness beyond the firelight, a large shape emerged slowly. It wasn't a wolf. It was taller, bigger. It walked on 2 legs, but it wasn't human. Its body was covered in thick, dark fur. Its arms were long and powerful. Its eyes glowed amber in the night. It made the sad cry again, like a child who had lost everything. The tribe gasped. Maria held Anders tight. What is that thing? She whispered. Kaya's voice was soft and full of pain. That is Nikolai, she said. He's my brother. The large creature stopped at the edge of camp. It looked at Kaya. Tears streamed from its amber eyes. It opened its mouth and made another cry. It wasn't angry, it was hurt. "Nikolai, your brother?" said old Mikhail. "But he looks like a beast." "Yes," Kaya nodded. Tears ran down her face. "Yes, he's half man, half beast now, because of me." The people sat down slowly. They wanted to hear the full story. Fenris lay down but kept his eyes on Nikolai. Nikolai sat too, far away, like he was afraid to come closer. Kaya began to speak. Her voice was low, but everyone heard.
After I drank the enchanted water from the hidden spring, my body changed. I could only eat raw food. Animals loved me. I became strong. But the magic was too much for a small girl. One day, I went back to my mountain tribe with Fenris. My family was overjoyed to see me. My little brother, Nikolai, was only 5 winters old. He followed me everywhere. I wanted to show him the enchanted spring. I thought it would make him strong too. We went together, just the 2 of us. Nikolai was thirsty. He drank the water like I did. But the spirits were furious. They said only 1 person could drink the water in many generations. When 2 people drank so close in time, the magic became corrupted. It became a curse. For me, the magic stayed good. I eat raw food and live with animals. But for Nikolai, the magic twisted. His body grew rapidly. Fur covered his skin. His teeth became fangs. He couldn't speak words anymore, only cries. And the worst part? Cooked food became poison to him too. But raw food isn't enough for him. He needs more and more. He became feral. Our tribe was terrified. They said Nikolai was a monster. They wanted to kill him. I couldn't let that happen. So one night, I took Nikolai and Fenris and we fled deep into the wilderness. I left him there because he was too large and too sad. He wept every night. I thought he'd be safe alone with the animals. But he followed my scent. He searched for me all these years. Now he's found me. The tribe was silent. Anders had tears in his eyes. "So you eat only raw food because of the enchanted water?" "Yes," said Kaya. "But the real reason I eat only raw food, the reason that breaks my heart, is because if I eat even 1 bite of cooked food, the magic will shatter. The good magic in me will vanish, and the curse on Nikolai will become complete. He'll become a full beast. He'll lose the last part of his human soul. He'll harm people. All because I was selfish and took him to that spring." Nikolai made a soft cry. He placed his large hands on the ground. He looked like he wanted to come closer, but was afraid. Maria stood up. She wasn't scared anymore. "Kaya, you were a child. You didn't know." Old Mikhail nodded. "The spirits made the rule, not you. You saved your brother by fleeing with him." Kaya looked at Nikolai. "But he's alone. He's suffering. He needs family." Suddenly, Nikolai stood up. He took 1 step forward, then another. The tribe held their breath. But Nikolai didn't attack. He walked slowly to Kaya. He was enormous, taller than 2 men. He bent down and put his huge arms around her gently. Kaya hugged him back. They wept together. Fenris walked to Nikolai and pressed his head against Nikolai's leg, as if to say, "Welcome." The tribe watched. Their hearts felt heavy but warm. Anders ran forward. "Nikolai can stay here too," he said. "We'll give him raw meat and fish." Everyone smiled a little. But then Kaya looked worried again. "There's one more thing," she said. "The spirits aren't finished. They're angry that Nikolai left the deep wilderness. Tomorrow night, when the moon is dark, they'll come for him. They want to take him forever. If they take him, I'll never see my brother again." The camp became quiet again. A great trial was coming. What could they do against angry spirits? Nikolai looked at the sky and made a low cry. Kaya held his massive hand. "We must find a way," she said, "before tomorrow night." Everyone looked at each other. The night air felt heavy. Danger was near. The next day, the camp was quiet. No one laughed, no one sang. Everyone thought about the coming night. The moon would be gone. The sky would be black. The angry spirits would come for Nikolai. Kaya didn't sleep. She sat with Nikolai and Fenris outside her yurt. Nikolai held her hand. His huge furry hand was gentle. Fenris lay close like a sentinel. Old Mikhail called all the people together under the great oak at the center of camp. "We cannot let the spirits take Nikolai. Kaya and Nikolai are now our family. We must help." Maria nodded. "But how? Spirits are powerful. We are only people." Anders stood up. He was small, but his voice was strong. "We can go to the hidden spring. We can ask the spirits to forgive." Everyone looked at him. Old Mikhail smiled slightly. "The boy is wise. The problem started at the spring. Maybe the answer is there too." Kaya looked up. "But the spring is far, deep in the mountains, and dangerous at night." "We'll go together," said Joseph the hunter. "All of us, with torches, with drums, with songs. Spirits listen to brave hearts." The people agreed. They prepared. Women tied their cloaks tight. Men took spears, not to fight, only to walk strong. Children carried small drums. They took raw meat and fish for Nikolai and Kaya. When the sun went down, the moon was gone. The sky was full of stars, but dark. They began their journey, a long line of people. Kaya and Nikolai in the middle. Fenris walked in front. Other animals came too, foxes in the shadows, owls flying above. Even a great stag walked far behind. They walked for many hours. The mountains were steep. Wolves called in the distance, but the tribe sang old songs. They beat drums. The sound was loud and brave. At last, they came to the hidden spring. The water glowed faintly even in the darkness. It was blue and silver, beautiful but eerie. Kaya stepped forward. "Great spirits of the spring," she called, "we come with respect, we come with love." The wind blew hard, the trees swayed, mist rose from the water, then shapes appeared, tall, slender shapes made of light and shadow, the spirits. They had no faces, only eyes like bright stars. One spirit spoke. Its voice was like many voices together. "Why do you come? The rule was broken. The boy must pay." Nikolai made a sad cry. He hid behind Kaya. Kaya bowed low. "Great spirits, I was young and foolish. I brought my brother here. But look, he suffers every day. He lost his words. He lost his home. Isn't that enough?" The spirits were silent. Then old Mikhail stepped forward. "Great spirits, we people of the Silver Wind know rules are important, but we also know mercy. Nikolai did no wrong. He was a child who followed his sister. Lift the curse. Let him be a man again." Maria added, "Or if you must have a price, take something else, but don't take a brother from his sister." Anders ran forward with the other children. They placed wildflowers and carved tokens by the spring. "Please," they said, "be kind." The spirits looked at the tribe. They looked at the animals who had come too. They saw the love. The great spirits spoke again. "Love is stronger than rules. Sometimes. We see truth now. The girl did not drink for power. She drank by accident. The boy drank because he loved his sister. We will lift the curse, but magic cannot disappear fully. The girl and the boy will always need raw food. It will keep them strong and close to the wilderness. Animals will always love them. Of the boy, he can choose." Nikolai looked up. His fur on his body began to shimmer. Slowly, slowly, it faded. His body became smaller. He transformed into a tall young man, not a beast, but his eyes stayed kind and wild. He could speak. "Kaya?" he said in a deep but hesitant voice. "Kaya! Cry out!" She ran and hugged him. Nikolai smiled. His voice was rough but joyful. "Sister, thank you." The spirits said, "Live well, respect the wilderness, eat raw, stay pure. The spring will always watch you." Then the mist vanished. The spirits were gone. The tribe shouted for joy. They danced by the spring all night, drums loud, songs happy. When morning came, they walked back to camp. Nikolai walked like a man now, but he still ate raw meat with strong teeth. Kaya ate raw berries and smiled wide. Fenris stayed with them. Other animals visited often. The camp was never the same again. They told the story to every child. The woman who only ate raw food. Her reason was love for her brother, and love won against the spirits. And from that day, no one in the Silver Wind tribe wasted food. They respected the wilderness, and when strangers came, they welcomed them without question.